Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Lightning and the Thunder. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Philip Baxter, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep them in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Arellano is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
He's set the 0-1. Count remains at 0-2. Here it is. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Hinson at second with 2 down. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Chief Mendez, a Maine native, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Standing in, Brian Hannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Brian.
Here it comes.
Hannon.
Slurred in there, strike 1. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out. 0-1, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Mendez has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Adrian Esparza, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And he got him.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Stepping in now, Scott Franchise, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Slurve swung on and missed there. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Jason Hazel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hazel is usually found patrolling the outfield, but he can also get behind the plate, and that's exactly what he's doing in this one.
Yeah, and this, I'll tell you what. You want to have a job in the big leagues for the next 15, 20 years? Be versatile and have the ability to catch. I'll be locked in on this guy today because that's a tough ass to go behind the dish. I want to see how he works with the pitcher. But if he can do it, if he can frame balls, play corner outfield positions, maybe moonlight in the infield a little bit, and swing a decent bat, this guy will stay in the game for a long time.
The right fielder,
Royce Phillips is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Stepping up now, Connie Rock. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. There's a fastball on the and a modest 1-1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 2-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that... Stepping in, Mike Hayes. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Strike one to start the at-bat. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 14 on the season. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
At the plate, Saul Worthing. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Standing in now, Tiny Ryan. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that's the second out. Set to get his day started, Michael Lopez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Now a bunt attempt here. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
One ball, two strikes.
This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Devo. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rays under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Thunder on top, 1-0. Into the box now, Bo Sanders. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's too high.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2 balls, no strikes.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen the fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Worthing is under this one. 1 gone. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So here now is the pitcher, Chief Mendez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jimmy Henson.
Ready for another chance, Timmy Henson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
To the plate now, Wesley Gray, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
I'm set with the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Two out with the man at first. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Stepping in, Philip Baxter. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Philip
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
Lifted down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
plate now, Brian Cannon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Adrian Esparza stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
The right fielder, number 16.
Into the box, Scott Franchise. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among the league leaders. Into the box, Mike Hayes, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 1-0 home. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Two-0 count. The pitch. 2 balls and a strike now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Runners off for second. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Mo Cole.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Called strike 0-2.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Now here it comes. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So now to the plate, Marty Riggs. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Riggs makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep to right center. Franchise is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Jason Easel.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Easel comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
That's outside.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Mike Hayes.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rain is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Digging in, Saul Worthing. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One out, nobody on. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. It's sent out to straightaway center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tiny Ryan.
Now in the box, Tiny Ryan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Royce Phillips.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this will be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
No balls and one strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Now. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up into this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And this will be fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Connie Plott. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called, and boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Standing in now, Bo Sanders, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. This is on the ground over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Michael Lopez. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
3-0 pitch. It's a curveball that catches the zone for a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
So striding forward now, Andrew Arellano. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In the air now, out to left. Rain is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The pitcher, number 26, Philip Baxter.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Philip Baxter. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's dead center for strike 1.
0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Chief Mendez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Chief Mendez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge number.
Into the box now, Timmy Henson, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
In now, Wesley Rain. A ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on the mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Ready for another shot now. Mo Cole, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. One there. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting.
The base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Digging in now, Marty Griggs, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 549 career. As they have taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, Jason Easel. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Windup and the 0-1.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he trickles up on it.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Three runs already home here. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. The pitch. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the crowd. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Rico Sierra will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. Into the box, Royce Phillips, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The set and the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now, Connie Rock. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Then they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Fouled off. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Lightning lead it 5-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Second baseman, Brian.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 on its way. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
So digging in now, Adrian Esparza, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. 2 balls and no strikes.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Franchise. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached. Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Brad Morrison takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Mike Hayes will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Now batter, center fielder, Saul Worthing.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Saul Worthing. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
1-0.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Bo Sanders.
The second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ryan Nichols will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher
Now
here.
coming into pinch hit, Ryan Nichols.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Around first, digging for 2. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
So now to the plate, Timmy Hinson. And that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Wesley Ray comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Worthing is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Runners on the move for second. In there, now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Racing back the left fielder, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 22 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty B, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Travis Blondie comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Marty Riggs will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Worthing will wait on it. And that will retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. Nashville leads it 8-2. Edgar Navarro gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Tiny Ryan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down.
The 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rott stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Stepping into the box, Michael Lopez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Andrew Arellano is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Here's the pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. The call here is he'll hit for the pitcher. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Otto is originally from the state of Maine. He's a 2nd-year big leaguer. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air down the right field line, and foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Smoke toward third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But not before they're able to at least get 1 back on the solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 8-3. The kid, Hale, has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Striding in, Jason Easel.
The catcher, Jason Easel.
First offering on its way. Fly ball out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Phillips.
Ready to take his hacks again, Royce Phillips, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 coming. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Connie Rott. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Two out, nobody on. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Stepping into the box, Ryan Cannon, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And that misses. 2-1. Now the pitch. And a slider's in for a strike. It's 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Phillips is there, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in the switch hitter, Adrian Esparza. They'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two. 2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now. Scott Franchise will be next. Bases are empty. One man out. And he finally gets this one over for strike one. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number two. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Slapped hard the opposite way. Ray is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
So stepping in, Scott Franchise, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Guy Eaton comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Sanders.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bo Sanders is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now the pitch. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
The pitcher, number 18.
Ryan Hinkle come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Ryan Hinkle.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 6 home runs and 21 driven in. That's inside. 2-0.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
2-0, here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air out to right. Franchise will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The center fielder, number 9, Timmy Hinson.
Standing in, Timmy Hinson. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a liner. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Lightning are out on top, 8-3. Roger Ship will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Roger Ship.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
0-1 pitch on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
So coming to the plate, Saul Worthing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, but this will land untouched. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Tiny Ryan. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or
to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8-3 is today's final. The Lightning rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Chief Mendez earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Greyhounds and the Blazers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Ready now, Richard Wise. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Saturday, the center fielder, Richard Wise.
Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Jackson has it. Throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Diaz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, Dero, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Diaz is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line, definitely sets the tone for the team.
The 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Walt Skolrin is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
He's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Charles Shockley, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Striding into the box, Richard Richardson, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Racing back to center fielder. It's off the rocks and gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And they've taken
No doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
16-2 the final tally today. The Blazers seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Hunter McAllister.